Blades, welcome to another match preview. We welcome you as we look ahead to Aston Villa versus Sheffield United, 8 p.m. Friday at Villa Park. Is this fun now? Are we having fun? Are you enjoying this? Can we bring Clayton Donaldson back? Has anyone seen 𝗍𝗫𝗂𝗏? Why doesn't Aston Villa's badge say prepared anymore? Big questions, few answers, just as you'd expect from a Hull match preview. And this shirt's too big. It's absolutely massive. I look like I'm just a head on a shirt, which I am largely. It is completely surrounding me. I'm swimming in this shirt. It's too big. Doesn't matter. Thought I'd wear it just for this one. If we look back briefly on Chelsea away, first half, defence. Second half, less defence. Full-time, defeat. My pal, who shall remain nameless because I don't want him to get any stick, but he wrote this to me at full-time Saturday. Thoughts in the comments on this, please. I remember when Chris Wilder's sides attacked the Premier League. We finished 9th. This Chelsea match looked like we were sitting back defending and hoping to hit them on the break. Maybe we could attack and have some fun watching. We'll lose either way and we'll go down, but it'll be more exciting. And that's actually what football's about. This game wasn't exciting. It wasn't entertainment. It's the end of the quote. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say whether I agree with that or not. You know, it was low after low and, you know, max low. Let's talk about the Sheffield United side that I think is going to face Aston Villa. We know we've got some long-termers out injured. I don't need to list them. Ben Osborne was back on the bench away to Chelsea. Back on the grass, we have Reece Norrington-Davies, and not just back on the grass. He played in the under-21 match against Hull on Tuesday, along with 𝗍𝗫𝗀𝗏, who impressed in pre-season, but hasn't had much of a look in since with the first team. George Baldock, who was injured against Burnley, could push for minutes. Jack Robinson is back following his suspension. I thought we really missed Jack Robinson, Jackie Long throw, Robbo, away at Stamford Bridge. Also, I'll throw this out there. I'd love to know who you think is going to get it. A reminder, our next goal will be our 200th Premier League goal. Who is going to score that goal? Please write it in the comments below. I'll be interested to read those. In loan news, it's bad news. Ollie Arblaster was injured playing for Port Vale. I don't like hearing this. I've met Oliver a few times. Really nice guy. His manager, Andy Crosby, said he suffered a deep gash on his knee and he's gone to hospital. So all I will say from all of us at Sheff United Way, speedy recovery, Ollie, mate. I mean, he's been playing really well with the Valiants as well. So just not what you want to see all round. We did discuss on a Fans React if it's actually worth bringing him back in January. He may well now be back at Shirecliffe receiving treatment, but not the way we wanted him to return. Here is what I think the manager will go with for the lineup and formation. I use the FanHub app for this. If you'd also like to predict your lineup, like I have, you can join the FanHub community with the link in the description, or you can use the code SHE-YC5. Like with, well, this channel, it's free and it's good fun. Wes, Bogle, Anel, Robinson, Trusty, that's what I think. You know, Bogle's been playing so well since Wilder came back. You can't really justifiably drop him. Baldock, though, you'd say should really come back in, but I don't know how you make that work because you've also got to bring Jack Robinson back in, right? I mean, Lowe didn't super impress me at Stamford Bridge. Trusty's looked good at left back. Anel's Anel. I mean, it's difficult. It's really difficult. So unless you go for a back three again, difficult to know what to do to get Baldock in. There was talk, I've seen it on a number of the forums, about pushing Bogle further forward, playing more of a 4-4-2, using him as a right midfielder. Who knows? He's actually looked pretty good defensively. Souza, Hamer, I think Slimani. You know, the cameos have been good. Let's not ignore them. McAtee, let's go for it. Archer, McBurney. Don't know about that, though. Brooks could continue from the start. I wouldn't be disappointed with that at all. We shall see. Always welcome your team in the comments. Now, 'tis the season for festive football, and the best way to watch it, down at your local Green King Sports pub. After all, Christmas, a time to catch up with friends, old and new. So get the team to your local for refreshing pints, delicious food, and live action of every Christmas cracker. Every fixture that's on TV, including this one, you can watch at a Greene King Sport pub. That means wall-to-wall action. They've got huge HD screens. Head to your local Greene King and watch every winning goal, top bins volley, or dodgy VAR decision in an atmosphere worth sharing. Download the Greene King Sport app like I have, and you'll receive 10% off drinks every single time there's sport on the telly. So when we look at the opposition, it is Aston Villa at home, and they will become the first club in the UK to stage a mobile phone light show at Villa Park on Friday night. This will no doubt interfere with Hawkeye. Unai Emery's Aston Villa are on an incredible run of form at home. It's kind of intimidating. Unai Emery, by the way, I looked this up earlier, is Spanish for one enema. It's not. Made that up. 𝗬𝗏𝗂𝗏 has a 3-game ban after his red card at Brentford. As for injuries, Mings and Buendia still long-term absentees. Tielemans and Bailey still doubts, and Bertrand Traore unlikely to feature. I think it'll be Martinez, Dean, Torres, Diego Carlos, Konsa, Douglas Luiz, McGinn, Ramsey, Zaniolo, nailed it, Diaby, and Ollie Watkins. Brentford fans don't like him at the moment. The referee, brought to you by 𝗵𝗏𝗶𝗶𝗲, a virtual band. Many members are Blades. Check out their music. 𝗵𝗏𝗶𝗶𝗲.com. 𝗵𝗏, P-E-E-L, if you want to spell that one, correctly. The referee for this Villa Sheffield United game is Anthony Taylor from Cheshire. Last season, he took charge of 45 games, issuing 192 yellows, 7 red cards, one of which was a second yellow, and he gave 10 penalties. Now, that's a lot of games, 45, compared to the last few refs we've looked at, but it's been a long time since we actually saw Anthony Taylor take charge of a United match. He last refereed the Blades' 3-0 defeat at Old Trafford on the 24th of June, 2020. Simon, what are you doing? Prior to that, our 2-0 away win in the Cup against Millwall, 25th of Jan 2020. He was also the man in the middle for our 1-0 home loss against Liverpool, 28th of September 2019. I remember all of those, but not like very... In Millwall, I remember watching that on the... Did I go to that one? I can't remember. Was that the 2020? Was that the one where 𝗍𝗍𝗶𝗃 scored? I think it was like the last game before everything changed. Yeah, feels like it. I went to Norwich at home as well before lockdown when Sharp scored. We won 1-0, and then we were about to go to Newcastle away. I think this is all the right time. Is it? I'm not good with dates. Let's look at player connections. I might have got all that wrong. This is players that played for both. So I was thinking about this, and I came up with quite a few, but I only want to ever do 4. So please put more. Paul McGrath, Alan Wright, very underrated. I remember him playing at centre-back for the Blades in the Cup against Villa. Andy Liddell, the hero. Kevin Gage and Lee Hendry. Who can you think of? Now, StatCat. Aston Villa have won 15 consecutive home games in the Premier League, with no team scoring more than 1 goal against the Villa in that time. Is that about to change? Sheffield United have failed to score in the last 4 visits to Villa Park in the Premier League. Not actually true because, of course, the ghost goal, but let's not bring that up again because it's annoying. The Blades' last goal at Villa Park in the Premier League, if we're talking about ones that counted, January 1993, Brian Deane. It was a 3-1 loss. Paul McGrath amongst Villa's scorers and an own goal from Chris Kamara. Unbelievable. It will be 100 years to the day that Villa 2, Blades 2 was the result on the 22nd of December, 1923. Remember it well. Had the game not been moved for TV, it would have been on the 23rd of December, the same as 2017. And yes, that was 2-2 that night as well. Sheffield United have not won away this season. We know that. So I am saying an away win. Why not? What have I got to lose apart from looking stupid? And I'm already wearing this. My prediction is 1-0 Blades. What's yours? Share it with me. Let me know your score prediction in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our audio podcast. That's it from me. Goodbye. I can't wait to take this top off. It's actually itchy. I don't know what's in it. It feels bad. It feels like something's in it. Something's alive and it's bad and it's eating the back of my neck. I think it's got ticks. I think I've now got ticks.